Hello and welcome to this mood boosting, energizing Pilates workout. You will need a mat, and that's about all. We're going to start in a standing position. The pace is going to be a little bit quicker than usual. We're going to bring the feet a little wider than the shoulders, soft knees, and we're going to start with a twisting move here. So you're going to let your arms be natural, and this is going to transition into a lunge where we're tapping that inner knee and stretching the other arm up to the sky. And we can look up when it feels right at that top reaching hand. And we're going to move into some vigorous arm circles with open palms and reaching fingertips, and turn this into single arm circles, opening up the chest, moving that energy around the body, and let's swivel gracefully to the back of our mat and begin a roll down and a roll up, inhaling overhead and exhale, rolling down with bent knees and rolling back up again with an energizing inhale. Exhale, let it go as you roll down. Inhale at the top, and one more time we're going to stay at the bottom in this forward bend in an inversion, which is great for mood boosting, changing our perspective, hanging upside down, and we're going to ragdoll motion this from side to side, bringing the palms on the mat. We're going to walk it on out into a plank pose, very strengthening and invigorating, and pike those hips up to the sky into downward dog. We're going to transition forward and back between these two places, keeping the hands and toes still. Inhale forward into plank and exhale, pike it up to down dog. We'll go for 8 to 10 of these. Going to hold the last one, hips high to the sky. And we're going to start to bend one knee, then the other, dropping the heel, and just walking it out here. Let those arms stay strong, pressing down to the ground. About 8 or 9 times each side. And with your next inhale, let's move back into our plank position. Shoulders on top of the hands, and move into a mountain climber move, bending one knee underneath us and alternating switch and switch. Tummy tight, shoulders strong. Exhale to bend, inhale to switch. And on the last one, we're just going to hold for an extra moment of strengthening and core engagement. And the other side. And let's lower those knees down. And coming all the way down onto our front body, arms reaching overhead, legs nice and long. Let's lift up into a back bend here and explore some Pilates swimming. Alternating arm and opposite leg, switch, 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 fluttering those legs, pointing the toes, stretch through those arms. And let's move into more of a breaststroke move. So sweeping to the side, come up a little higher and swoosh it forward as you look down. Swoosh and push it forward and sweep it up and high. Find that rhythmic energy and connect it to your breath. See if the legs can stay up and activated and floating from the floor. Keep the arms here, palms up to the ceiling, and let's pulse up and down about 10 times. And release. We're going to lift one leg and twist it over to the other side, doing little toe taps here. So twist, you'll feel a back bend, perhaps a little chiropractic back cracking adjustment. floating the legs, twisting and tapping. And the head will just float a few inches from the floor. You'll also feel a stretch across the arm and the front of the shoulder. And let's push on up, coming into all fours, and stretch one leg back behind you, and let's do an extended cat move here. So reach and extend, and exhale, drop the head and round, forehead to knee. Inhale and exhale, extend and round. Stabilize those shoulders and arms. And let's hold the leg, and opposite arm floats forward. Tighten the tummy and switch sides. We've got 8 of these. Extended cat, rounding and extending, pointing the toes. Feel the work in the spine. Rounding and neutralizing, and hold the last leg there and stretch the opposite arm forward, longer and stronger. And let's transition onto our side for some side lying leg kicks. Flex the foot forward, point the toes back. And of course, 8's the magic number. We're going to keep the leg back behind us here, bend the knee and move into a side lying bicycle. We'll do 4 in one direction, and then we'll flex the foot and reverse the bicycle in the other direction. Try to stay still in your upper body and just focus on energizing that top leg, lengthening and strengthening. And reach the top leg long, the top arm. See if you can pull the bottom side body up and away from the mat. Reach, stretch, generate energy. And let's switch sides. Both legs straight, piking the legs a little bit in front of you. And inhale, sweep the top leg forward, and exhale, point the toes and extend the hip, bringing the leg behind you. Inhale forward, exhale back. Flex the foot and point the toes. And this side lying leg kick transitions into side lying bicycle. Toes point and stretch through the sweeping leg as it reaches behind you. And then let's switch the direction, flexing the foot, bringing the leg forward, bending it in and pushing it back and behind you. And then reach that top leg behind you so the hip stays extended. Reach the top arm overhead and pick up the bottom side body so it's not touching the floor, and release. Onto your back now. We're going to bend one knee and cross it over for the toe taps in a supine position. Alternate from side to side, come back to the center and switch the leg. Cross and tap to center and switch. Twist and tap to the center and switch. Bottom leg is long, top leg is tapping. Try to keep those shoulders down so that the chest can stay open. Collarbone long. Let's bring both legs into tabletop and move into bicycle from supine position. Pointing the toes and stretching the legs long before they bend in and reach back up to the ceiling. Hands behind the head. Let's add an ab curl here. And then reverse the bicycle legs the opposite direction. Curl up a little higher. Let's try stretching the arms down by the side, laser beam fingertips reaching. And then we're going to move into crisscross. Bring the shoulder to the opposite knee and twist and twist. Feel your low back sacrum grounded in the mat. Stay with your breath. And we're going to pick this up in a pattern. It's going to go 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, and hold. 2 fast and 1 slow. Twist, twist, and hold. And twist, twist, and stretch the straight leg longer. Really generate that energy through your stretching as you're strengthening. Move into scissors. So stretch one leg up to the ceiling and one leg down. You're holding just behind the leg here. Let's keep the head resting on the mat. And we're pulsing it in 2 times and then switching. Pulse, pulse, and switch. And now let's do single switches with hands behind the head. Maintain that ab curl. And scissor and slice through the air. Kind of mixing up that energy all around us. And now we're going to add a twist to those straight scissoring legs from side to side. A lot of things going on here. Let's bring both legs together, toes pointed, inner thighs engaged, and just do some ab curls. Curling up to those thighs, reaching the chest towards the ankles. And we're going to add some of those circling arms, reaching for the shins, and overhead they circle around and we ab curl back up again. Adding some footwork for some extra coordination and concentration. Flex overhead and point the toes as you circle and ab curl your way on up. Nice, good. And then just rock it out side to side across that low back. We're going to move into some twisting, stretching the arms out into a T shape. We'll tabletop those legs and we'll bring it over to one side and then the other. Keeping the chest open and the head centered between the 2 shoulders. We can add a leg lift through the center and bend into your side twist. Stretch to the sky and side twist. And let's try one more time here. Holding the legs and moving into rolling like a ball. Keeping a little bit of flexion in our abdominals, so low middle back is rounded, upper back is rounded as well, and hands can move to the front of the legs for a deeper challenge. Transition into the seal, sealing the deal with our energizing session here. So a little tap, tap, tap of the toes and try to hold the balance and tap, tap, tap in the seated position, the seated balance. Try not to let the head touch the floor as you roll back to those shoulder blades and then maintain a little balance as you tap the seal heel. Few more times, massaging through the spine, waking up all those little pressure points. Let's find a V-sit balance, releasing the arms. Let's tighten the tummy and lift the chest and balance with confidence and strength and stamina and jazz hands. Yay, wonderful. Woo, all right, let's come into a seated position, either cross-legged or a wider straddle position. We're going to make some fists and just do a twisting cross punch side to side. So this is getting rid of any kind of negativity, any kind of stagnant energy, and starting to find some new, fresher, lighter, more sparkly, shimmery energy. So let it go, punch it out. Let's try a little higher to the sky for this last set. Breathe through it. Stretch it forward, pull it in. Stretch it forward and take the energy in. Reach for it and own it. It is yours. You deserve it. Just stretching over to the side here. Just a small little cool down. And then the other side. Nice work. Let's inhale, arms up. and down. And then finally just holding that power posture, that power pose for a moment of acceptance and self-love. And then just fold it forward and soak it on in. You have energized and revitalized your mind and body with breath work connected to vigorous core movements. Congratulations!